Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh no, you have 3 DDs. I congratulate you, sir, or commend you. I'm not sure, considering we just won ours. But we went Vermont to your Schlieffen. Oh, and this is the
Yeah,
tight AB cap in the center that's overlapping.
right.
Des
So,
Moines, Moscow, and Barcelona. Okay.
yeah,
One radar ship for you only.
I'm looking at your lineup. It's interesting that Napoli has chosen auxiliary mod. He's going all in for the secondaries there.
I
Got a
don't have a
legendary
mod that tells
gearing.
me that. How can you tell? Is you got
Uh,
a mod that tells you the
yeah,
items you've got?
there's a mod in Aslanes that allows you to see the build of the various ships.
Ah.
So,
Okay, I'll need to look into that.
yeah, it's something, it's called Build Viewer in Aslanes.
Okay, well, I've got the consumables, what I need to know, and
Mm-hmm.
it looks like our DDs are splitting, and we've got 2 DD set up. And I'm guessing there's going to be, like on both teams here, a sort of a weaker scouting or positional force and a larger block. And it's all about getting into a position where you can get as many angles and guns on a spot as possible. I mean, that's essentially what this game mode is, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, this is always a tough map because if you go 3-4, much like Warrior's Path, you are taking yourself out of the game quite a bit. And I'm saying that right now as both of our Marseilles are doing exactly that. They're heading straight for that direction. As a matter of fact, Chukwama is going to ram into What's Up, Step Citadel. Oh, no. Step Citadel Pool 3, Chukwama, I think it was
horn.
Pool 1 or 2.
Oh, wait. Has your team deliberately gone with matching camos?
Yes, they've all gone for the school bus camo. I guess they wanted to be
Okay.
schooled because that's what happened to them in the first game.
It's a bold outline strategy.
Yeah.
But as you say, the Marseilles and the gearing are going wide flank. Now, I don't know what the angles of the views are like that, but it kind of... I guess if you go far enough, you can get pretty good views into basically A, B, and C, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and our Kleber is going around the backside. Now, that's got me a little nervous because you've got so many ships coming around the corner, that's going to potentially catch our Kleber off guard.
Yeah,
Slowly.
I do like Obi-Wan's initial position. I think that's a pretty strong and difficult to
It's
get rid of position.
quick. Now, that's going to lure our Kleber to come around the corner, but the problem is, I think we're going to lose our Kleber real fast because your gearing and your Marceau's yeah, this is it. This is guns on. So it's good. He's fending you off, but even if he breaches here, it's game over.
Yeah, but I don't
He's
like
just been caught
Obi-Wan.
off guard.
Obi-Wan is getting a little bloodlust here, and he's moving forward to try to get the kill, but that could cost him his ship too. He's kind of stuck on the...
The Sleeping is gonna, he'll get both caps. So you've got a ship kill, and you're gonna get both caps. He'll stay hidden.
Yeah.
We don't have the eyes now. Yes, we got the Hydro. We're not gonna be able to hit your Kleber until we go. To be honest, given the way the island is around Obi-Wan, you're not gonna be able to shoot him. Maybe the gearing can lob shells over and lob him out, but and then. Now, what's going to happen with not only do you have the caps, you now have a 4-ship push around. So we might get C, however.
What is it with ships sitting in smoke and not using Hydro? Portuguese Des Moines just takes one when he doesn't need to.
In the nose.
Yeah. Obi-Wan trying to back out.
Backing out. Oh, why did he?
I don't know.
That's a misplay.
I don't
If he
understand.
stayed where he was, he would have been fine. But your Schlieffen pushed up beyond. Your Schlieffen's still pushing. If your Schlieffen didn't push, he would have protected the Kleber. So maybe that's why he feels like he has to kind of move. And then as soon as your Kleber goes down, and heck, even the Mossberg can move up now. Oh wait, no, the Schlieffen's going to get around to the bend in the corner, so that's not a smart idea.
He didn't even DCP. So I'm very curious what Obi-Wan's trying to do there. He made a bad decision in the first game that cost. That's part of what caused the loss. So we'll have to see if the team can keep him alive.
Head on the Mossberg. Mossberg just took a full faceful.
Yeah, that's a nice shot.
He'll do. He doesn't really see anything. See, the Vermont's kind of. It feels like our Vermont's in a bad position. He has no shots on the ABC side, and he's got all guns looking to where the Marceaux are, but he's got no DD to do spotting.
He's flipping his gun.
So ballsy because the battleship's out of position on our side. He's just going to push in and kill the Mossberg. Okay, maybe not with the shells like that.
And he can absolutely do that.
Previous one it worked.
He can absolutely do that. You can see the Vermont is trying to change his guns, but He's in such a
Risky by
weird
your
position.
Obi-Wan.
Is he coming out again?
Oh, he's spotted. Gearing's on him.
Of course he is. And so he just threw his life away.
That's without a Hydro radar.
Vermont takes 3 torpedoes. Yeah, that's painful.
Yes, because he's...
Oof.
Yeah, it's a lot of health. And the thing is, there are no other guns because all of our Napoli and our Des Moines are way over on Charlie, so they can't apply punishing fire on the Schlieffen's big push in the center.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the gearing is... No, he's not. I'm not actually sure what they're firing at. I'm not sure what the Des Moines firing at.
They're firing at Step
firing
Citadel. They're shooting at the Schlieffen.
The Mossberg's reversing, but he's exposing a...
If the Vermont can get set on fire again by these Marseilles, they really need to be pushing right now.
It's big island though now, so he's reasonably safe, and he's reverse ran, so he can actually go at some speed and exit. So if the Schlieffen reverses enough,
look at the fight.
It doesn't look like he will.
Look at the fight south of sea here. We've got a Gearing and a Des Moines.
Schlieffen's firing on the Des Moines.
Conde Gaspar's
gets away with it.
Conde Gaspar's putting a smoke up. But I feel like that took a long time to get that organized. As a matter of fact, the Des Moines is finally backing up into smoke. He needs to have his height. No,
we can still see the Des Moines though.
Well, yeah, radar's a thing.
The radar comes up from Portuguese.
Here comes the Vermont salvo. Oof.
Oh, but the Torps as well.
Torps as well are gonna miss. Are they gonna hit Conde's Gearing?
The Gearing.
They do.
Yes, takes the Gearing. Sorry.
Gearing does take the hit.
Okay, so counter radar. Oh,
and there goes the Des Moines.
Side on.
Yep.
Come on, finish him, finish him. Yes.
There he goes.
So now it's Napoli, Des Moines, and Gearing on your singular Gearing. Still 2-1 capture points. Still behind on points, but I think the Napoli should finish the... Yes, he does. Okay,
he does.
So how does this change? Our Vermont's escaped. Our Marseille is miles away. Our Moskva still has good health. It's now a case of... So presumably our Gearing is now going to move into position to have eyes on the Schlieffen, and he's going to be the next one that's going to be farmed. They need to get into the AB cap though. They need to stall the points because you're still going to win in 5 minute 20. Although it's a 2-ship advantage.
Moskva radars catches our Gearing on radar. Right in front of the Vermont. Is the Vermont looking? He is now. He's turning.
Will the Marceau open fire? No, he's out of sight. We don't see him anymore.
No, I'm not Canadian. I don't know why somebody thinks I'm Canadian.
So the Napoli's always got his smoke up right now. I was going to say he's moving straight into our Marceau and a Schlieffen, but now he's got his own smoke up. The Gearing is proxy spotting the Schlieffen, but is now out of sight, so...
Moskva takes 2 Gearing torpedoes right there, forces a DCP.
Oh, Marceau just takes a big hit. Your
Vladimir, I saw.
Just took a chunk as well. Yeah.
Well, he's in a bad position. He's forced to give a broadside to your Marseille. Our other Marseille has turned around, Chiquama. I really don't understand. It feels like our Marseilles have been very, very cautious. And when they need to push and they need to get aggressive, they don't. And, I mean, earlier when your Vermont took those torpedoes, that was, okay, Marseilles, go, right? Get the shots on him. And if you run into something in the process, you got 2 ships versus their 1.
Disaster is our team lead, and he's got... It's risky, but he's being aggressive. The team is collapsing on... As soon as you get AB... this is it. Now, the thing is, his smoke's expired.
Big hit there by Step Citadel Schlieffen.
And this is the thing. They need to finish that. If they finish off your Schlieffen, that basically guarantees the AB cap. If Napoli... Disaster doesn't die here... Even better. If he does die, so long as you got 3 other ships collapsing in on the AB, and you can finish Schlieffen off, because the Schlieffen also has the Marceau, but you've got 2 Marceaus really close in on each other. Is that going to be a ram?
A ram is okay. I mean, for our team, a ram is fine at this point. Just get the ship off the board.
The enemy is about to win.
2 minutes 50, but I don't see your Schlieffen escaping. Des Moines has also got broadside shots. I think a ram is not going to suit you because you're down ships.
Luck chuck torpedoes would be a good idea too. Oh, torpedoes off on the front left. There's the ram.
There you go. And the Schlieffen goes down. This will favour us in terms of it will be a 4-on-2, assuming our Des Moines gets away without taking too many shots.
At this point, Chukwama is just going to have to W straight in, and the Gearing is also going to have to W straight in, and they're going to have to hope for
Hydro
some
and
craziness.
the Mustard takes another chomping shot from your Marceau, but the Vermont's there, right? So as long as he doesn't take, here comes the.
That hurts.
It's good. That's big. Now the thing is, your Gearing's going to have to come in, and he's going to have to do Torp. That's the only way. Now there is a Des Moines, there is a Gearing who can fire in that gap. Still risky. The Vermont, honestly, him charging straight at the Marceau might be the best thing he can do, because that way it's harder for the Torps and the Gearing coming around the corner and doing something about it.
Yeah.
But
I
Portuguese,
feel like
you've got Hydro. There's Torps. Bro, what
he's got Hydro running. He's got Hydro running now.
The E1. Oh my god. It's
but
getting
I mean,
heart palpitations whenever I cast this.
Chukwama still has to find a way to get back in. He can't just sit there.
Gearing is spotted, so even by proxy, the Vermont can be
Of course,
the Des Moines
Gearing is
should be
spotted.
firing at the Gearing.
But what should be happening
he hits
is
the carcass.
what should be happening is everybody for death picks needs to be going in. It doesn't really matter at this point. You've lost the game unless you can get something to happen.
2 Torps on the Vermont, and he's inside to your cruiser. He
Yeah,
can
I know.
still totally die.
It's like, no, Chukwama shoots somebody else. He shoots the Moskva. He can't even kill him. What?
All
right. Gearing realizes he's out of
Gearing is
smoke.
out of
Or
sight.
he's off radar. That's smart. I like it.
The capture points, you're still generating points. We're not stalling.
Oh, they got
right
out of the
now.
cap point. Oh, but nope.
Yep,
Gearing
so
is
you're-
detected. He should have been
it's still
backing around
3
the corner
minutes.
for the next radar. That didn't happen. And I think we're going to see Chukwama go down here pretty quick after the Gearing does.
Yes, the Des Moines Raider at the back, and with all the ships and all the firepower.
There it is.
So now, surely, with the Marceau at 5k health and 4 ships firepower, even though they're all beat up, going into the cap, stalling it. Yeah, you see the Moskva's got shots on as well.
Well, team
And
name
it's
is
too late
Death
now
Pick
for the
Squadron,
Vermont.
and they are providing me with lots of Death Picks, let me just say. There it is right there. Down goes Team Death Pick Squadron. So now we are 0-2 for the day so far, with 3 more battles to play.
Yeah, but today's just a training day. Tomorrow is the real thing.
So I gotta say, I feel like I've seen 2 battles so far from my team, and the Marseille's just, they're not being aggressive enough when they need to be. They need to learn to go and take
On both
flank.
those games, yeah? Previous one?
And
this
yeah,
one?
yeah. I've seen that a lot. It comes down to timing and the lack of practice, of course, that happens. Because
No.
let's face it, you take a team that's an EU based and NA based, it's really hard to get everybody together, especially over the course
is
of a
that
week.
indicative of the ship itself, or just the people playing the ship, or the tactics
Both.
on using that ship?
When you're using the
Okay.
Marseille, the Marseille is a very strong flank pushing ship, but it's got lots of weaknesses, specifically if it shows the side. So what should be happening is one Marseille needs to be all the way on the border at the extreme edge of the map. The next Marseille needs to be 1 grid square over, and then a battleship is the next grid square over, and typically those 3 push together. And if you can do that, you can take advantage of situations like that Gearing torpedo on your Vermont. Instead, they kind of stopped, and it looked like they were trying to get shots on the Moskva that was dug in, and they sold the farm to get that kill, and it never happened. Also, Obi-Wan, our Clay Bear, finding a way to die for the 2nd game in a row. Very unfortunate.